Yeah, last class we have discussed about Java SE library, right? Hope you all understand. As part of Java SE library, how many packages we have? So many packages are there. Now, as part of core Java, how many packages we have to learn? Java.lang, Java.io, and Java.util. So these are the three packages we have to learn as part of our core Java course. Other packages you will learn as part of advanced Java. Okay, Java SE has other packages also. Those packages you learn as part of advanced Java. Now, in today's class, let us start understanding Java.lang package. Java.lang package having classes to perform operations at JVM, to perform operations as system and JVM level. System level also we can perform some operation. JVM level also we can perform some operations. System means what? Computer. Okay. In a computer, tell me I want to get the date and time of the system. Okay. I need one method. And next, I want access keyboard. I need one method. I want access console for displaying output. We need one method. So from the day beginning, we are using system.out, system.in, right? So that system.out, system.in refers to now keyboard. And next, now if you want to get a date and time, we have several methods. Those methods also you are going to learn. Okay, then next, we have methods in Java.lang package. Java.lang package has classes to perform below operations. For the operation, system and JVM level operations. Next one is what? Number operations. Number, character, and Boolean values operations. Okay. And third one, next we have operations on exception handling operations. And next we have thread operations. And we have string operations. Okay. And here we also have math operations. Okay. Exception operations, thread operations, string operations. Okay. And here reflection operations. Okay. So these are the operations we have: system and JVM level operations, reflection operations, number, character, and Boolean values operations, math operations, exception handling operations, thread operations, and string operations. So totally, these are the 7 operations we can do on Java.lang package. So by using Java.lang package, these are the different operations I can perform. Now, to perform these operations, we have classes. Okay, what are the different classes we have? We have to make a note. Tell me, who is the superclass of all classes? Object is the superclass of all classes. We already discussed this point in inheritance chapter, right? So now I'm taking object is the superclass of all classes. Next, if you want to perform any operation on a class, first of all, that class must load into JVM. And after loading into JVM, the class must store inside JVM memory. For storing a class inside JVM memory, we have a class called what? Class. And to load the class into JVM memory, we have a class called what? Class loader. So object, class, class loader. Okay, now class loader are related to what? Reflection operations. And next, we have a class called system. We have a class called what? Runtime. This system and runtime classes are belongs to system and JVM level operation. If you want to perform operations at system level, we have a class called what? System. If you want to perform operations at JVM level, we have a class called what? Runtime. Next. Now, by using runtime class, at system level, we can start the process. By using Java program, we can start Notepad, we can start command prompt, we can start VLC media player. Once you start any software in OS, one process will be created. If you want to hold that process, you can use what? The class called what? Process. Next, once a process started, you can stop or you can continue whatever operations you can do by using the class called what? Process. Okay, repeat once again. Object, class, class loader, system, runtime, process. Okay, tell me, when a class is loaded into JVM, the class will contain module and package, na? Right. A class belongs to one package and package belongs to one module. Then now we have a class called module and we have a class called package. Next, once your class is loaded into JVM, inside the class, we have variables, we have methods, we have constructor. To access that variables, methods, and constructor, there should be some security permissions. That security permissions are there or not there will be verified by the class called what? Security manager. For the class name? Security manager. These all the classes are meant for performing operations at system level, JVM level, and reflection. Okay, class loader, system, runtime, process, module, package, and security manager. Okay, done. Hope you understand up to now. Then these class names you have to remember. If you cannot remember also, no problem. Daily when you are using, slowly will come to know. So I remember, so I'm just listing here. Next, tell me. Now come to that number-based operations. Tell me, if you say number you represent, we have the classes now. We have a class called what? Byte. So for byte value, the class name byte. Short value, the class name short. For int, the class name is integer. For long, class name is long. For float, class name is float. For double, class name is what? Double. Next, for representing character, class name is character. For representing Boolean, class name is what? Boolean. Now tell me, here if you understand here, byte, short, integer, long, float, double, these four classes are representing number, na? So whenever you create, as per inheritance, whenever you create multiple classes of same type, they must have superclass. All these classes are subclasses of whom? Number. Now, number is the superclass. Byte to double are subclasses of number. What about character and Boolean? Are these two classes are subclass of number or subclass of object? Next, is byte subclass of short? Did I write any arrow mark? No. I didn't write any arrow mark. No? When you don't write any arrow mark, what does it mean? Byte and short are not subclass. Short and integer are not subclass. All these 8 classes are technically called wrapper classes. What we call? Why they are called wrapper classes? Because they are wrapping the data as object. They are representing primitive value as an object. That's why these 8 classes are called wrapper classes. In those wrapper classes, first 6 classes are subclass of whom now? Number. Okay, done. Down. These character and Boolean are the subclasses of number? No, they are the subclasses of what? Object. Okay, next point. So here we have seen system class, JVM level operation, reflection operations related. These are the classes. Okay, next. To perform number operations, we have these are the classes: number, character, and Boolean. There is a package called java.math. There's a package called java.math. In the math package, we have two classes, big integer and big decimal. In a company, in projects development, if your project is dealing with big numbers, like integer numbers and floating point numbers, like bank account and Aadhaar card number, debit card number, credit card number, amount. Okay, see bank account balance is large number will be there now. If you want to deal with the big numbers, we don't use these wrapper classes are primitive type. We will use what? Big integer, big decimal. These two classes are subclasses of whom? Number. Okay, these two classes are the subclasses of number. Okay, any problem, any point? I mean, any confusion, all points understood? So in company, when you're dealing with big numbers, don't use primitive data types. Okay, you have to use what? Java.math package class, big integer, big decimal. Okay, then next. So we clearly understand what are the classes available for number, character, and Boolean value operations. Then next, we have a classes for math operation. To perform operations on math, we have class called math, and we have a class called strict math. For example, I want to perform an operation called, I want to find two numbers I'm giving to you. I want to find which number is max, which number is min. So I want a method on max. I want to find a method on min. The method is available in math class. I want to find square root of a given number. I want to find cube root of a given number. For that also we have required methods available in math class. If you observe trigonometry, there is a sine, cosine, tangent, right? So those degree operations also, if you want to find calculations, you can use the class called what? Math. Okay, so now these are the classes of what called wrapper classes. These classes are called wrapper classes. In the wrapper class, these are the subclasses of number. Character and Boolean are not subclasses of number. They are the direct subclasses of object. To perform mathematical operations, we have math and strict math. Two classes we have. Okay, clear? Next. I want to perform exception operations. When you are performing mathematical operations, then maybe there is a chance we'll get wrong values. To handle wrong values, we have a class called what? Throwable. This throwable class has two subclasses. This throwable class has two subclasses. Error and exception. Okay, error has multiple subclasses. Exception also has multiple subclasses. At this minute, these are the main subclasses you should remember. These are the classes meant for performing what? Exception handling operations. Okay, next. To handle thread operations, we have the classes called thread, thread group, thread local, and we have some other classes also, inheritable thread local something. What that angular bracket is, that is generics. You will not understand even if I explain now. These are the classes are meant for performing thread operations. Last but not least, the most important code, string. To perform string operations, we have a class called string, string builder, string buffer, string builder. Okay, there is also a new class called string joiner, but that is not available in a util package. Sorry, that is available in util package, not here. Okay, so these are the total number of classes available in our Lang package. Okay, now all these classes are subclasses of whom? Object class. I have written slant line for character and boolean to give you focus on those two classes, because they are also feeling, people are feeling these two are subclasses of number. In addition to these classes, are there any more new classes? We have to verify. Which version interview you are about to attend in the interviews? Sorry, 8. That Jamana over. You have to attend Java 17 version. So you have to ready for up to Java 17 version. You should know everything thoroughly. In addition to Java 17, if you got some other version knowledge, it's good. But minimum, you should have knowledge up to Java 17. Tell me, all these are classes or interfaces? A class is nothing but a class that contains methods with implementations. Okay, class with method with implementations. What the meaning of interface? Interface means it doesn't have implementations. Just it has declarations. Remember abstract method you have learned in methods chapter? If a class contains only abstract methods, then that class is called interface. A class that contains only abstract methods, then that class is called what? Interface. So if you want to create a class with only abstract methods, if you want to create a class with only abstract methods, in place of keyword, you write what? Interface. In place of keyword class, you have to write interface. Interface name, open bracket, closed bracket. What type of methods you are allowed to create inside? Only abstract methods you are allowed. Normal methods you cannot create. If you try to create normal concrete methods, constructor, static block, non-static block, compiler will throw error. Okay, tell me, all these are classes or interfaces? Interfaces. All these are classes or interfaces? All these are subclasses of whom? Object. Object is a class or interface? Class. From the class, what I can write? Subclasses only, na? So what these are? These are classes. Now, in this package, we also have interfaces for declaring operations. The interface names are comparable, clonable, A, B, C, D, E, F, flushable, flushable, G, H, I, iterable, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, readable, runnable. Yes. P. I remember by alphabetical order, okay? Appendable, auto-closable, comparable, clonable, iterable, readable, runnable. Yes, these are the interfaces. If any more required, we will see and write. If any more there, we will write. I remember these. These are all what? These are interfaces, means they contain uh, methods with logic or no logic? No logic. These are only interfaces, method declaration. Then who will provide implementation to these interfaces? These classes. Okay. Here, char sequence. Yeah, one more is there. One second. Who will provide implementation to these interfaces? The subclasses. Okay. Some interfaces implementation provided by these subclasses. Some interface implementation provided by us. For example, if you take byte, short, integer, long, float, double, character, boolean, all these are giving implementation to whom? No, comparable. So tell me, we need to compare one byte object with another byte object. We need to compare one short object with another short object to find which value is the less, which value is more. Okay. Then further, I mean, which value is smaller, which value is bigger. Find. We have method in comparable. That comparable method is implemented in these classes. Also, comparable is implemented by string, string buffer, string builder. Char sequence implemented by string, string buffer, string builder. Iterable is implemented by collection. Runnable is implemented by thread. So if I write arrow marks of all these interface and subclasses, it become very clumsy to you. So that's why I'm not writing. Going on, you will come to know that. Okay, these are the important interfaces are there in java.lang package, which are implemented by, some of the interfaces are implemented by java.lang package. Some of the interfaces are also implementing by us in the project. So this is the complete story about java.lang package. What you have to learn. Can I hope you got some idea? Can you write? Will you copy or Completed? Did you try to remember? Only writing and sitting silently for next slide. Completed writing, then waiting for next slide. Can you try to recollect, right? Just close your eyes and try word. It's not just writing for the person or for future. We are behaving like one for writing here. Try to recollect. Okay. So we have totally seven category 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is missing? Okay. We have written system and reflection both at one place. Class order, system runtime, process, module package, security manager. Okay. Then next number, next word math, strict math, next word error, exception, thread local, inheritable thread local, string builder. Okay. So then next immediately you have to get a question. Where can I find all these classes? What the importance of these classes? How to use these classes in my program? So this kind of doubt should come to your mind. Then that is the meaning of learning. They are only sitting silently, no use of it. Okay, tell me where we can find complete details of java.lang package. Right now, refer Java SE. Which version? 17 or later version. API documentation to get Sandhya, coming classes we will learn. Okay. What is generic? What is record? What is generic record? Generic class, generic interface. Everything we will learn. Completed? Now open browser. Search for Java SE. Let's first see 17 because I've seen some students are, if I'm teaching complete latest version initially, some students are remembering those features and using them as it is in the written test exam and getting problem. Okay. So first let me cover up to Java 17 and later these same concepts will compare with Java 20 and see what are the differences. Java 17. So open. Now tell me which package you wanted to learn. Java.lang. Type here Java.lang. Now this is Java.lang package API documentation page. Upali people know it, right? Read it. It provides classes that are fundamental to the design of the Java programming language. The most important classes are object, which is the root of class hierarchy. That means every class either directly or indirectly subclass of what? Object class. And the other important class is what? Class. Instances of which represent classes at runtime. At runtime means program execution time. Inside JVM, if you want to store the class, we need a class called class. Tell me, how can we store a class bytecode in the hard disk? By using file. How can we store the same dot class file, the same bytecode inside JVM? By using class object. Frequently, it is necessary to represent a value of primitive type as if it were an object. It is very important. Many times we have to represent primitive value as an object. The wrapper classes, boolean, character, integer, long loadable for this purpose. An object of type level, like for example, contains field type is level, representing the values in such a way that refers to it can be shared variable, whatever. So simple for storing primitive value as an object, we have several classes. Those classes simply contain the primitive variable for storing. Okay. Next, we also have a class called void, capital V void for representing small v void, but it is useless. The class math provides commonly used mathematical functions such as sine, cosine, square root. The class string buffer string builder similarly provide commonly used operations on character strings. Classes, class loader, process builder, runtime security manager, system provide system operations. The dynamic loading classes, creation of external processes, posting environment such as time of the day, environment of security policies. So these are all the classes under system and JVM related. The class throwable encompasses objects that may be thrown by the throw statement. Subclasses of throwable represent errors and exceptions. Character encoding you can read. Now, here we have related packages. Java.lang annotation means sub-packages. Java.lang package has a sub-package annotation. Remember, either to override annotation. Like that, there are several other annotations are there. All annotations are provided in the package Java.lang, Java.lang commons, Java.lang instrument, Java.lang invoke, management, Java.lang module, classes support module discuss and create configurations of module by resolution. Okay. Java.lang reflection, Java.lang runtime. So now let's write some important sub-packages. The important sub-packages of Java.lang package. Number one, Java.reflect. Java.lang.reflect. Java.lang. Annotation. So these two are important packages. For in future we are going to use. Remaining packages are not important. If you are interested, study them. Otherwise, leave it. The second operation, reflection operations are there. Na? Reflection operations are performed by using the class called class, and its additional extension classes are available in the package Java.reflect. Completed? Tomorrow is a holiday, right? Totally this week you have 3 days holidays. Correct? Monday to Sunday is 1 week. So total you have 3 days holidays. Did you complete constructor overloading chaining? Any doubts? No doubts? All everything understood? This parenthesis, super parenthesis, its rules. We cannot call this in the same constructor. We cannot call this in all constructors. Remember? And if you want execute some logic only once for an object creation, then I have tried that logic in non-static block, not in constructors. In an object creation, there is a chance we can execute multiple constructors. One object, multiple constructor. So that proves that object is not creating by constructor. Constructor is just for initializing. Who will create object? New keyword. Like in C++, in Java, we should not confuse new keyword create constructor, new keyword create object or constructor create object or no confusion. In Java, we have so many proofs are there. New create object, constructor meant for initializing. Okay. So practice once again. Now, tomorrow, I want all the people study today night and tomorrow. Today, tomorrow. Volume no need to study. Just if you focus on the class, you will understand everything. I will make practice in the class itself. So after class, volume topics no need to study. Only study, that is the assignments. Okay. Assignment 1, constructor overload and chaining completed. Now assignment number 2. Final keyword, final variable, method and class. If we create a class, declaring the keyword final class. If we declare method as a final, it is what? Final. If we declare variable as a final, it is called final variable. Then what the purpose? What the use of them? You have to practice. So tomorrow, after this final variables all completed, in this YouTube videos.txt file, from top to bottom, just to go through once, okay? One topic, skills required to become a Java full stack developer. Full stack Java course completion steps, introduction to Java, okay, and introduction to Core Java, JDK installation, Java programming sessions, and next package and working with Java. Completed now? Right. If you have not attended or not understood Java, you can watch the videos here. Modifiers, accessibility modifiers completed. Data types completed. On data types, I have collected so much of material. If you want, you can reading runtime value scanner explain that. I'll explain. Don't worry. And next operators. I think completed. Operators. Basics object class instance. Variable types of variables. Method types of methods. And these are the project on method and types of methods. Can you watch these videos next week? These two not, I think you can complete. These are not completed, I know. Hello. Wonder or not wonder? Very bhaiya. Don't want. Not watching, I know. I'm asking question. When I ask, can you watch these videos? You are looking at me seriously. That's why I'm asking. Are you interested or no? No? Remember, I joined the course. Why you are asking me to watch? That's what, right? Why you are giving videos? I joined the course. You have to teach everything in the class, right? Share your feeling, man. Shall I teach in the class? Okay. Shall I remove this? Huh? Share your feelings here. Important. Revision purpose. Achha. So one time you listen the class, after going to home, again you will listen. Okay. And then next time again listen. Lifelong only listening. You never try in the system. Okay. So I have completed already methods and types of methods. No, all method and types of methods. I have created some small project. If you are interested, just go through it. Otherwise, leave it. At end of the course, anyways, I will teach. Okay, na? Earlier, I used to teach every chapter end. That topic I used to teach in the project, but because of students are complaining, I'm taking a lot of time. That's why projects I have stopped. Only first I am completing the topic. By combining all the topics, last I will teach the project. Okay. Or if you want watch one time, you can watch this. Okay. Static block completed. Main method entry questions completed. System.out@println. There are 3 print statements are there. Println I have completed. Printf. Println completed. Println meant for printing the data and moving the cursor to the next line. Print method meant for printing the data and place the cursor in the same line. There is also one more method coming from C language to Java. That is what? Printf. So if you want to know something about printf, you can watch this video. Otherwise, leave it. Null pointer exception covered. Null pointer exceptions. No? Okay. Look at here. I think somewhere we have seen already. Maybe you forgot. Observe. Can I create something like this? Example, E1 equal to null. Null is the default value of a reference variable. Tell me, does it pointing to any object or no object? It is not pointing to any object. Then, if I try to read E1 dot, reference E1 dot, primitive variable, non-static variable of this example class, X is non-static variable. If you try to access non-static variable of example class, here, no compile time error. Okay, why? Compiler will verify this X variable available in example class. In example class, X variable declaration is available. But in E1 pointing this place, X variable has a memory. Many times I told you, compiler verify the declaration, but JVM will search for the memory. It will not go for a declaration. Tell me, do you have any memory for the X variable in E1 pointing? No. Then we will get runtime error, null pointer exception. That means when will you get null pointer exception? If we access non-static variable or non-static method by using null referenced variable. What the meaning of null reference variable? A variable that contains null. Then we will get what? A null pointer exception. Then how to solve null pointer exception? Assign object to E1 variable. If I assign object to E1 variable, in that E1 variable, X has a memory or not? So it can access. This is the first option. First option is what? Assign object to E1 variable or use not equal to null if condition. Not equal to null if condition. Okay, not equal to null if condition. So observe now here, if I write here, if E1 not equal to null, then only execute system.out.println of system.out.println of E1.x. Tell me, now is this statement executed or not executed? Not executed. Why? E1 value is what? Null. Then not equal to null means false null. Then this line is executed. Will you get null pointer exception? No. So what is a null pointer exception? Null pointer exception is a exception, runtime error. When this exception will come, if you access non-static variable or non-static method by using null reference variable, then we'll get null pointer exception. Then how can we solve null pointer exception? We can solve null pointer exception by assigning object to the referenced variable. If I assign object to the reference variable, then what happens? Reference variable pointing the non-static variable memory it can access. Or if you don't want to get exception at all, then use not equal to null if condition like this. Understand my point? So this is the small topic, just a 10 minutes topic about non-null pointer exception. You can understood. Okay. This keyword completed, right? Setter getter methods. Object oriented programming summary. What is object? Why object? Okay. And next, upcasting, downcasting, class cast exception instance of variable hiding. From this keyword onwards, I have explained everything there in the material. There is no pending. Only previously 1 or 2 topics are pending. That is null pointer exception topic. And then what? A small project explanation with all the topics combining. So because the time taking, people are not feeling happy when I'm covering projects. That's why just I decided, let me complete all topics and then cover complete topics based one final project. That is what my intention. Okay. If you want, just free time is there. If you wanted to do revision of all the topics, watch this method, methods project, then you will definitely get some idea on. Okay. Next, OOP summary. Next, variable method overloading, constructor overloading. Up to here, everything is over. Now we need to understand final keyword, final variable, final method. So this topic is also very simple. There is no difficulty. Only thing is you have to spend the time. Some interesting points, entry questions are there. So that topics also you have to self-practice. Okay. What is a final? It is a keyword. What the use of it? It is used for declaring variable or method or class, not to modify. How the variable is modified? By assigning new value. How method is modified? Anybody? How the method is modified? Method has a logic now. How can you modify the logic? By changing the code in source code? No. Overriding. Excellent. How the class is modified? By extending. How the class is modified? By extending. I don't want to change the variable value. Declare as final. I don't want to override a method. Declare as final. I don't want to write further subclasses. Declare the class as final. Understand? So simple. Final keyword topic is very simple, but there are some tricky points are there. If you watch these videos, you will understand and you can remember. Okay. Any difficulty you find in constructor overloading while watching videos? Hey brother, completed or not complete? Hello. Constructor overloading chaining completed? Why? Today you will complete. Yesterday what you did? Java? What do you say? Java skipper. Java skipper. JavaScript you are reading. Day before yesterday also JavaScript reading. Yesterday holiday, day before yesterday also holiday. Huh? What you are doing? Answer my question. Day before yesterday, what you are doing? Who is your JavaScript faculty? YouTuber. I hope you understand now why I am not getting interest to teach in your batch. Understand? Such a worst people your batch is having. But I will teach him, don't worry. Java SE library. Java SE library yesterday I have explained, but some people has missed the class because of my mistake. It's not my mistake, admin mistake. I informed to the admin that class will start at 12 o'clock. But he forgot to put a board that class is at 12 o'clock. And after I come to the home, the system I have not used for almost 1 month. When I started, it started downloading updates and completing. Okay, that's why taken almost half an hour. I don't have a chance to inform you too. Okay. I was waiting, may start. It become 12:30. 12:30 I started the class and it restarted. Session ended. Without my intention, without my involvement, it is restarted and it click on what end close button and then close the session. Then again I restarted. Then only 50-60 students are there. So these videos are related to yesterday class I have explained. People who have missed, please try to go through these videos. What is Java SE package? What is the different packages in Java SE? Okay, what is Java EE package? People who missed it, just follow this Java library. It's not assignment, yesterday completed. Okay, today you try to read. 1 second, this patch also I have to show. Online students, can you hear what I'm saying? Okay, so tomorrow try to complete, today and tomorrow try to complete final keyword, final variable, final method and final class. Definitely you will enjoy. And do you remember static variable, non-static variables we discussed? Static block, non-static block, constructor, volume 1B, volume 1B, all topics, volume 1A, all topics, both will be covered. Volume 1A, volume 1B will be covered very deep and complete knowledge will be revised. So try to use this knowledge today and tomorrow complete. Please don't postpone. If you postpone, you are going to face problem. Okay, then now today we are trying to understand the next part. What is that? Java.lang package. In Java.lang package, first we have to understand what object class. Okay, first we have to understand object class. Okay, so tell me, what is a object class? What is a object class? Okay, now I understood why you got angry when I show videos. Brother, now I understood why did you get angry when I show videos. Okay, because I am killing your time. You are unable to watch your JavaScript videos, right? That's why you got angry. Sorry. No? Sorry for disturbing your plan. Please complete today and tomorrow the videos. Next week, Monday onwards, we are going to get new assignments. If you complete that new assignments, then I can teach you Java 8 new features. Java 8 new features or came on the concept called what? Inner classes. Inner classes topic is outdated. No one is using. So without teaching inner classes, I have to teach Java 8 new features. But I don't want that. I want to flow. If I teach outdated topic in the class, your time waste, my time waste. So that's why I recorded them for you to watch. Okay. So definitely you will also understand. Then based on that knowledge, I will teach Java 8 new features. So if you don't watch them, then Vivek Kumar, verify your Java. I mean, your 9 AM Google Classroom link, same content will be there. Check. Okay, now? So based on inner classes, Java 8 features will be there. Please try to, next week you have to complete it. So that's why when I give assignment, you have to complete them compulsory. Regular classes don't study, no problem, because I will do revision of next topic. Okay. So videos are compulsory. Come on, next topic. So now I'm trying to understand object class. Tell me something about what is object. Why I should type unnecessary, right? Go to here, search for object class. Java.lang.object. And now read, what is an object? Object is a root of class hierarchy. Every class has object as superclass. All objects, including arrays, implements the methods of this class. The class object is the root class of class hierarchy. Every class is either directly or indirectly derived from which class? Object class. Okay. Even arrays are also derived from arrays, and interfaces are also derived from what? Object class. Okay, so this is the first point. So first one is, what is object class? Object is a superclass of all classes. Second point, why object class is superclass of all classes? Anybody guess? If superclass is not there, what is the problem? Superclass is not there. What is the problem? In inheritance chapter, I told you. So inheritance and superclass subclass means inheritance, na? In inheritance, I taught this point. Why object class is superclass of all classes. If it is not a superclass, what is the problem? If you remember, I told, I am creating a class called student, I'm creating a class called faculty, and I'm creating a class called admin. And then in all three classes, I should have name. Again, here also I should create name. Again, also I should create name. Tell me, is name variable same for all the three objects? Are these three objects are individual different type of objects, or individual same type of objects? Same type of objects. What the same type of object? Person. Then if I don't create person as a superclass, if I create them as an individual, then in each class I have to create the variable name. Is it a code redundancy? Yes. Now in future I got Aadhar. Tell the spelling of Aadhar. AADHAAR. You are every day using Aadhar, but you don't know spelling of Aadhar. I have to add Aadhar in the three classes in the future. Aadhar spelling is AA, not single A. Not believing her. Every batch not believing. And Aadhar PAN link, Aadhar card download. Okay, this is uid.government.in, government site, not my site. Or the spelling E. Okay, no? Other. How are you pronouncing in Telugu Hindi? Other. Aadhar. Da. Okay. Emra. There come there, na? Aadhar. Okay. So now hope you understand how much your Instagram reels are affecting your brain. So you are not checking the spelling of Aadhar also in your entire life till now. Okay. Not only your batch, in every batch I'm asking what is the spelling of Aadhar. ADHAR. Aadhar. Okay. Tell me. Now this is a code redundancy. So tell me, what is the solution for this? Don't create again and again. Create a class, a super class common to all these classes, and place here what name. In future, if you want to add, where I have to add? Inside the class person. Then if I add in the class person, automatically these values are applying in these two classes or not? Yes. This is called code reusability. Tell me why you should have super class for multiple classes of same type for achieving for code reusability. Means one time you write, automatically use in all subclasses. That is code reusability. Next, tell me. Suppose there is no super class. Tell me, now this student, faculty, admin is going to different places. Now let me take, they assume that they want to go to canteen. In the canteen, there is a method called what? Eat. They are going to canteen for eating and sleeping only, na? Now the class canteen has a method called what? Eat. Now tell me now. Now I want allow this student come to eat method. Okay, go to canteen eat method. Go to canteen eat method. Then what is the parameter I have to take here? If you want to take student, parameter must be a what type? Student. If you want to take faculty, parameter type should be what? Faculty. If you want to take admin, parameter type should be what? Admin. Suppose if I write here the parameter student, yes, then which object is allowed as argument to this method? Only student. Faculty admin allowed or not allowed? That means this program become working with only one class, then that is called tight coupling. What the meaning of tight coupling? A class if can work only with one type of subclass, then that class is called what? Tightly coupled class. Are you like to develop this kind of applications? Do you want to have this kind of business? No. No. I don't want tight coupled application. I want loosely coupled application. What the meaning of loosely coupled application? I must define one parameter. That parameter must accept all subtype objects. That parameter must accept all subtype of object. Then this parameter type should be one specific type or common type. That common type is what? Person. If you take super class person and if you define this method into the person, student is allowed, faculty is allowed, also admin is allowed. Then tell me, this variable is accepting all different type of objects? Yes. Then what we call it as? We call it as loose coupling. So what type of applications we have developed? Loose coupling. So for achieving code reusability and for achieving loose coupling and runtime polymorphism. Hope I no need to explain runtime polymorphism. If you write p dot eat method, then who is eating? Person eating. Whichever the object you are passing, that person is eating. If you pass student, the eat method executed from which class? Student class. If you pass faculty, which that eat method executed from which class? Faculty class. So now tell me, if you pass admin, eat method is executing from admin class. So the method is first linking to which class? Person. Okay, but executing from which class? Subclass. This concept is called what? Runtime polymorphism. So why java.lang.object class is the super class of all classes for achieving code reusability and for achieving loose coupling and runtime polymorphism. Now, let us try to understand loose coupling related first. How the object class is giving loose coupling, let us try to understand with an example. All the people know println method. We have a class called what? We have a class called print string. In the class print string, we have println methods. Public void println of. This method has some logic. It's okay. What the purpose of this method? It is meant for printing some value. Tell me, what value you want to print? Int. Okay, then I should have a parameter int. Now tell me, is this int parameter method can take double value? No. Can take long value? No. I should have long parameter. I should have float parameter. I should have float parameter. I should have double parameter. I should have char parameter. I should have Boolean parameter. How many methods? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next. Tell me. We have char array parameter. We have string parameter. With these parameters, this println method can take either int, long, float, double, char, boolean, char array, and string. Only this much it can take. Now, I want to pass my own class object, public void println of. I want to pass int array object. Is it accepting? No. Because I have array object also now. Array objects also there. Then which method taking array objects? No. Okay. So now what the point? Here we have this what do you call these println methods accepting int array object? No. That means I should have a parameter called int array IA. Okay. Does it accept the float array parameter, long array parameter, student class object, employee class object, bank account class object? Like this overloaded, how many overloaded methods I have to keep on define, unlimited. Then the print stream class will become dynamic to all objects, loosely coupled to all objects, or tightly coupled. As and when new class I am creating in my project, I have to update print stream class. Is it a good idea, bad idea? Then what the solution? What the solution? What the solution? I have to define a parameter here of what type? Object obj. If I take object obj here, can it accept all types of Java objects or not? If object is not given as a superclass, can you imagine print stream class is dynamic enough to take all different types of objects? No. So that's why print stream class, that's why object class must be there. So this is the example for what? Loose coupling and runtime polymorphism. So here this println method, print stream class println method is become what? Loosely coupled runtime polymorphism. If print stream class, if object class is not given as a superclass to all classes, you cannot have Java language as a dynamic enough to connect to different objects. For that purpose, for that purpose, object class is given. Everyone understand that? Next, tell me. Now, for the first point, we understood loose coupling and runtime polymorphism point of. Second point, let us understand code reusability point of. Tell me, I have a class called student. I have a class called student. I have a class called lion. I have a class called bike. Okay, different category objects we have. So tell me, if you wanted to write some logic common to student, faculty, admin, where will we write that logic? In person. If you want to write some logic common to lion, tiger, elephant, where you write that logic? In animal. If you want to write some logic common to all bikes or bikes and bus and all car, where you write? Vehicle. Okay. If you don't have super types, what is the problem? The problem is we have to write the code repeatedly. Now the question is, there will be some common logic for person, animal, vehicle. Okay, in all these objects, there will be some common code will be there. Then where I should write that common code? That is where the superclass is coming to picture called what? Object. So now we write in object class, then automatically that methods are going into person class, are going into animal, are going into vehicle. And from there it is going to student, lion, and bike. So if object class is not available as a superclass, we don't have code reusability and we don't have loose coupling and runtime polymorphism. Can I expect everyone understand now? Any questions? What is object? It is a root class of class hierarchy. Every user-defined and predefined classes are directly or indirectly subclass of java.lang.object class. Even arrays and interfaces also subclass of java.lang.object class. Why java.lang.object class is given as a superclass of all classes? For achieving code reusability and for achieving loose coupling and runtime polymorphism. It means to define some methods common to all objects, we have object class. And next, to define a class to accept all different kinds of objects available today or coming in future, then we have java.lang.object class as a superclass. Example is what? Print stream class is example for loose coupling and runtime polymorphism. Okay, right. Now the next question. So this is the story about why object class is superclass. Then tell me, object class is contain different methods for performing operation common to all objects. Na? Object class is providing several methods for performing operation common to all objects. Then now the third question. Before going to the third question is very important. Why class name is object? Why not some other name? Now tell me, why the class name is object? Why not some other name? Hey, XYZ PQR can take na? Why class name is object? Why not some other name? Why my name is Hari Krishna? Why your name is Balakrishna? It is your wish, your parents' wish. Your parents have some desires, some praying to God or, some sentiments names or your grandparent or grandmother name. So some sentiments are there. According to sentiment, your name will be decided. Same way, in Java, the class names or method names or variable names are decided based on the operation the class, variable and method is performing. That is called coding standard. I told you. You have to choose the name of the class. When hello world program after, okay, name printer with some programs we have already developed. That day one I told you. When you are choosing the name of the class, you must. One second, sir. Every day I'm forgetting. One second, please. Just now I got one. Decide why java.lang.object class name is same as a object. Why not some other name? Think. I just gave you clue. Tell me. So what is that? Why the object name is? Why the class name is object? Simple. Because this class is performing operations for an object of a class. Okay, this class is meant for performing operations on operations on an object of a class. Hence, this class is named as object. Okay, I want to perform operation of a student. So the class name is what? Student. I want to perform operation of an employee. The class name is what? Employee. Okay, done. So tell me, what are the different operations this class is performing? What are the different operations this class is performing? What are the different operations this class is provided? I will list out. Please try to remember. The first operation is, have you heard the word hash code? Public int hash code. First operation is what? Retrieving hash code of an object. Second one is public boolean method name is equals of object obj. Tell me, I am telling you two objects I am giving. For example, go back to your login page. In login page, I am entering my username. You have to compare my username with already available username. Na? Username is a string, already available is a string. Two string objects I want to compare. Now, one student already came to here. Now the second student also coming with your same ID card. Allowed or not allowed? Admin is comparing ID cards of each student or not? Right. So now I want to compare one student object data with another student object, one employee object data with another employee. How can I compare one object to another object? By using equals method. And next, every object contain class na. Without class, can you create object? That class is available inside JVM. I want to get the class loaded into JVM. Public return type is what? Class of question mark get class. So what this method will do? This method will return the object of the, this method will return the reference of the class in which the object's class bytecode is available. So which class will store the bytecode of a class? Java.lang.class. Just now I told you, Java.lang.class is meant for storing bytecode of a class. Tell me, in your folder, who is storing the bytecode of a class? File, .class file. In JVM, who will store the bytecode of a class? Class. So the class reference I want to retrieve. Then I have to call what method? Get class. So what the three methods? Hash code equals get class. Tell me, hash code method is a non-final method. Next, equals method also non-final method, but get class method is a final method. What the meaning of final? Can I override in my subclass or not allowed to override? Because this method logic is common to all subclasses. That's why this method is declared as final. Then fourth method, public. This is your favorite method, public string, to string. Tell me what this method will do. This method will return information of the class object, information of the object. It return class name at the rate hash code. Now this is a non-final method. The next fifth method, public. Return type is object. Method name is clone. Throws clone not supported exception. Okay, tell me now, what the purpose of clone? Anybody tell me what the meaning of clone? Clone means copy. I have one file. In that file, already I have typed so much of content. Now, I want to add more content. When I'm trying to add more content, I don't want to disturb the existing content. So without disturbing the existing content, if you want to add more, then I'll copy paste the existing file and then change the name of the file. That concept is called what? Clone. Actually not copy paste. So what the meaning of copy paste? Create a new file, open old file, open new file, content only copy and paste. That is called what? Copy. But what are you doing? Are you creating a new file? No. You select the file, copy it and then paste. When I paste, what happened? Only content is pasting, a complete file pasting. That means already I have one object with some data. Now I want a new object with exactly with the existing object data. Then I have to copy this object or clone this object. Clone. Copy and a word. You yourself creating one object. You yourself writing logic. This dot x equal to existing object x. This dot y equal to existing object. You yourself writing copy data. Then we don't call it as clone. You are not writing data copy. You are writing logic for copy the object, complete object memory. Then which method I have to call? Clone method. So I'm repeating once again. I have one object. Okay, for example, you have material, soft copy already given. Now the soft copy already given to the, okay, from the soft copy already you get in printout. Now this printed copy book I gave to you. Now you are feeling one more book you want. Who want that one more book? Original book? No. Already I have given some notes, some markings are there, some diagrams are there, some data you have already added in that, some corrections or self notes I have written. Now the new student wanted to buy the new book. Tell me, if he buying the new book, that is copy a new creation. New creation. Now he bought the new book and then take your book and he started adding by his own hand every correction what I did. Then that is called cloning or copying. Copying. What he is doing now, he is taking your book and taking the xerox of this book. Then xerox of this book will get original content or this updated content. Then that is copying or cloning. a new book you are getting exactly with the modifications available in the old book. Then we call it as what? Clone. Now, after cloning completed, now your friend is doing more changes. Are those changes coming to you? No. Now you are doing some more changes in your book. Are those changes coming to previous book? No. So cloning means create a new object with all the modifications done in the previous object. That is called what? Cloning. Copy means what? Create one new object, copy only data from previous object to this object. So clone method is performing copy operation or cloning operation? Cloning operation. So whenever you want to clone the object, you have to call the method what? Clone. Public void finalize throws throwable. Okay, tell me. Now our batch is completing. Assume today is the last class. Tomorrow onwards, no association between you and me. Then final statements I will conclude now. All syllabus completed. Any topics is pending. Okay, if you have any doubts, please ask. Then doubts are cleared, right? And then where is the material? What is all? Final discussions, last discussions before closing our batch. Then we will make some statements. Those statements I'll place inside which method? Finalize. I have an object. Now this object, today is not last class, right? Tomorrow also we have class, okay? Don't send message, sir, today is the last class, sir. No, example I'm taking. So now I have created one object. This object usage is completed. Then we are going to destroy this object now. Before destroying this object may have connections to the database. This object may have connections to the file. This object may have connections to the network. Then first of all, you have to close those connections now. Closing the connections logic, we will write inside a finalize method. Just before destroying object, just before destroying the object, whatever the resources are connected to it, all those, okay, all those resources, if you want to destroy, then we have to go for what? Clone and finalize method. Is it clear, everyone? Right. Then next, tell me. Java is a multi-threaded programming language. Every program is executing by one special thread called what? Main. I want to pass the main thread, or I want to pass another thread. I want to ask this thread to wait. Then what method I have to call? Wait. This method is final method. Now the thread is asking you, hey, how much time I have to wait? Okay. Then long milliseconds. How much more time I have to wait? Then long milliseconds, comma, into nanoseconds. Okay. If you want, ask the thread to wait without specifying time, call what? Wait method. If you want to ask the thread to wait for some time, then long milliseconds, comma, into nanoseconds. Then if you call wait method without giving time, how much time it has to wait? For example, you told to your friend, right, wait, I'm coming. Then how much time he has to wait? Until you again call and tell. So further, there is a method. Yesterday is the best example. Yesterday, you are waiting for me, no? How much time you are waiting? Until either time completed 1 o'clock or I informed you, I notify you. So someone is post the message in the group, today no class. Then immediately down I send a message, tomorrow fellow, in few minutes I am starting the class. That means what I did? I have notified. The method name is what? Notify. Okay. And another method is called notify all. Notify all. So totally how many methods are there in object class? Array, 1 second. Tell me, all these methods are abstract methods or concrete methods? All these 11 methods are concrete methods. They have implemented with the logic common to all objects of a common to all its subclasses. Tell me, if any subclass is not, if any subclass requires different implementations, then it can override those methods. Tell me, can subclass override all methods? Can subclass override all 11 methods? No. Subclass can override only which methods? Non-final methods. What are they? Number one, hash code. Second method, equals. Third method, toString. Fourth method, clone. And the fifth method, finalize. Only these 5 methods we can override. Remaining all methods are final methods. You cannot override because their logic is common to all subclasses. These 5 methods logic only changing from one subclass to another subclass. Hope you all understand. So this is the story about java.lang.object class. Will you remember or write up? All right. Remember or write or take photo now. Okay, take photo and leave. Later you can fade into your notes. Okay, so with this we completed java.lang package overview, understanding on java.lang.object class. How to use these 11 methods? They are separate chapters. In the coming chapters, we are going to learn. Some methods we learn in collection chapter, wrapper classes, different places. Okay. So that's all for today class. Hope you all understand what I explained. Yeah, tomorrow we are going to start, means Monday we are going to start the new chapter, wrapper classes. It takes 2 days, and then we'll start exceptionally. Exceptional take almost 5 days. Okay, na? Right. So next Sunday, if I required, I'll take class. Will you come? Next Sunday, exception handling, I want to complete next Sunday so that I can take multi-threading by Monday. So next week, you may have class on Sunday also. Please get ready to come. Thank you. That's all for today class. See you all Monday. And I'm not asking you to do revision, okay? Because if I ask unnecessary, I'll get, frustration. Sadukondi, sadavanodu vadilesanడి. If you want study, study. If you don't want study, leave it. Okay? Good night.